Why are you so tense, god damn it?
Because I don't know what I'm doing!
Calm down.
Hey guys, I'm in downtown Portland, Maine, and I just went to a really cool comic book store called Coast City Comics. I don't know the name of the street I'm on. I'm sorry, I forget. I'll probably put it in the description. But it was a really, really cool store, and I found a whole bunch of cool comics. Basically, to supplement my Hellraiser collection and to bolster my Clive Barker collection as well, which was really cool. I was very impressed with the stuff they had in this store, and I'm very happy that I came in here. So it was really cool. So if you're ever in Portland, Maine area, I highly recommend Coast City Comics. I don't know how good my camera is going to pick up, but maybe I could show you guys real quickly some of the stuff I got. These are their competitors here, but maybe I'll do another video when I'm in better light and I'll show you guys some of the stuff I got. But I was definitely impressed. Hope you enjoyed that beginning piece showing the storefront of Coast City Comics, located in Portland, Maine, 634 Congress Street. Great store. I had a really good experience when I was there. I got a lot of help from Tristan, who is one of the owners there, I believe, of the store, and just had a wealth of knowledge. And because of his salesmanship and wealth of knowledge, I made some additional purchases of mostly like Clive Barker, Hellraiser type material. So let me show you guys some of the stuff that I got from Coast City Comics. Great store, like I said. They have a wealth of comic books in there. They also have some cool vintage pinball machines in the back, as well as a few arcade games as well. Lots of graphic novels, lots of like vintage toys, stuff like that. They have a really cool original Kenner Star Wars figure collection, which I thought was really neat. And just lots and lots of cool stuff. So let me show you what I got from there. It's a pretty healthy stack, as you can see. Show you guys some of the haul that I got from there. I'm going to have to organize these. Let's see if I got any newer stuff. Get those out of the way first. But mostly I got Hellraiser stuff, to be honest with you. I did get a few newer issues, and I did get one graphic novel. So maybe I'll start with that. I got the latest BPRD, Mike Mignola, Hell on Earth, number 122. It said it was a good starting point for new readers, so I'm just getting into it, just getting into the series. So I thought, what the hell, why not? If I like it, maybe I'll start buying some of the trades and catch up on all the stuff that was happening. So if anybody out there has any feedback on this series, just let me know, all right? I'm a newbie. I used to collect comics as a kid, mostly Marvel titles, and then I stopped for quite some time and just started getting into reading comic books again. So another one I got was Detective Comics number 27, and this actually came out in March 2015. It's a mega-sized anniversary issue. Tell you the truth, it's part of the new 52. I don't know much about anything that's in here. I just kind of, I was into Detective Comics too as a kid, and Batman, so I figured I want to give this series a try again. So that's another one that I got. I also got a graphic novel, The Long Halloween, and I believe that this takes place over 13 comic books or something like that. It was $25. It was created by the Eisner Award-winning team of Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. They've also done Superman for All Seasons, Catwoman When in Rome, and Batman Haunted Night. I'll read you the back. This compelling look into the Dark Knight's early career features some of the most deadly and cunning members of Batman's rogues gallery and a dramatic retelling of the origin of the tragic villain Two-Face. I think apparently there's a killer in this, and he kills someone every holiday. So on Halloween, someone dead on Christmas, on Thanksgiving, and Batman has to really go through and figure it out. I think there's a very limited amount of clues that he gets as well. So I'm probably going to read this and maybe throw up a review. It's quite extensive. It was $25, but it is quite extensive graphic novel, and the cover feels really, really neat. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like the cover, it's a soft cover, but then the material that the cover is made out of, it almost feels like a velvet or something. It's really kind of cool. Feels very, very good in your hands. And the art looks pretty cool as well. Here's just some examples of it. I'll just randomly open up some pages. Man, I really like the art style. Some cool stuff in here. There's the Joker. So, I don't know, just really liked it. Just caught my eye. I think I want to just start catching up on some of the Batman graphic novels and just start adding these piece by piece to my collection. They're usually very highly rated, have great writers. New York Times is always touting them. So I figured I'll give it a shot. But yeah. Okay, let's start with some of the Nightbreed stuff. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to mention was that Coast City Comics has a nice touch. Like a lot of the new comics, they put in a bag and a cardboard backing for you. So like both of these, which I thought was really, really cool. Like awesome. I know my local comic book store does not do that, so. Okay, so some of the stuff I got from there on the Clive Barker front. I got some of the Epic Nightbreeds, which I never got into. They have rebooted the series recently. As a matter of fact, I got one of the issues now, which I'm enjoying that series, which is put out now by Boom Comics. I'm really enjoying the artwork of, I think it's Peter, I don't know, Kowalski. So I'm really enjoying his artwork. He's got some really neat stuff. Ooh, there's nudity in this issue. But I'm really enjoying the story so far. It's mostly like a collection of origins. It's kind of showcasing the origins of the freaks of Midian. How they got there, why they ended up there. This series, I'll be honest, I don't really know much about. But I know that on this cover of #1, there's the David Cronenberg killer character from the movie. So I picked up issue 1 and issue 2. He gave me a good price on both of these. Thanks, Tristan. I think they were like $2, $2.25 or something each. So if I like these, how these go in the first 2 issues, I'll try to collect the set. Anybody out there know about it? Let me know. Okay, and then I picked up some of the Epic Hellraiser series, Epic Comics. I got the summer special. These were all out in about the late 80s, early 90s. It's hard to believe they're that old already. It's kind of like from when I was a kid. I got the summer special. And then I also got the Christmas special, because who can resist Pinhead in a Santa suit, people? I know I can't, and that's why I picked that up. And then I'm going to start collecting all the Hellraiser Epic books. I'm not even sure how many there are. I think there were about 16, maybe. So I picked up number 16 from the Epic series, and also number 15. These are all both in excellent condition. I know that some of the Hellraiser masterpieces, like I just recently picked up a trade of a collection of Hellraiser masterpieces, volume 1, and I think I looked through one of these, and one of those stories was in the trade. So I'm guessing that I'm going to encounter that quite a bit, but I don't really care, because I would like to have, you know, the original copies of all the series, of all those books. Okay, and then also I got Clive Barker Book of the Damned, which is basically kind of explains stuff about the box, Le Merchant's, the Lamont configuration. Hope I said that right. And it's kind of like just like a collection of passages. Kind of has a composition notebook there in the beginning. But it kind of explains kind of, I guess, the origins. It's background stories behind some of the characters. There's a classic Pinhead picture. That's actually from Clive Barker's Hellraiser Book 1. I love that picture of Pinhead there. And kind of talks about Le Merchant a little bit. So you get some background on him. Background on the box, which I think is pretty cool. Philip Le Merchant. I guess some things you want to do when you have the box. Let's see what else. Of Hell. Kind of looks like talking about Pinhead, the zones of his pins, it looks like, maybe. Interesting picture of some torture there that the Cenobites love to employ with their chains and hooks. Ooh, there's a hot picture, hot centerfold, huh? Row row. It's a cool picture there. So I'm really looking forward to reading this and kind of getting into it. There's the High Priestess, the female Cenobite. Little passage on her. Maybe, you know, give us some more insight. Ooh, looks like my Saturday night there. Yeah, I wish. Ooh, there's a scary picture as well. So I think you get the point. I can't wait to read through this, kind of read the stories and the passages they have in here. Be really interesting. There's some Leviathan stuff. Man, it'd be really cool. I just like adding my knowledge of the Hellraiser universe to my brain. So kind of an interesting title, Book of the Damned. I think this also came out in the early 90s. It says it's volume 1, so I don't know how many volumes they made of it. But if I like this, I'll definitely seek out and search for the other volumes. I don't know, man. I'm kind of debating or pondering whether to do kind of like a completionist collection of the Hellraiser stuff. I have been buying a lot of the trades of, like, what is it, like The Road Below, The Dark Watch, and a few others that I want to review. I actually got them right back here, actually. I've pretty much so far been collecting the Boom series ones, which I really like. But I'll get into these for another time, since I just kind of want to focus on what I got at Coast City. Okay. Then also I picked up Clive Barker Tapping the Vein from Tristan's knowledge base. Tristan kind of said, oh, have you ever heard of this series, Tapping the Vein? It's based on collections of Clive Barker's short stories. I think possibly the Book of Blood. Not completely sure. But I was able to score Tapping the Vein. This was a 5-volume series, so I was able to get number 1, number 4, and number 5. So I'm really looking forward to these. Another collection of cool short stories. You know, I'm always happy that Clive Barker has really embraced the medium of comic books and has allowed his stories to be put into that realm. So I'm really looking forward to reading these, and maybe I'll do a review. I definitely plan on trying to score volumes 2 and 3. So we'll try to work on that. And then finally, I got Pinhead #1. And this is from Marvel. And from what Tristan tells me, they actually tried to make like Pinhead kind of like a superhero, I guess, and kind of told this from traditional superhero storytelling like devices. And I haven't even opened this up yet to look at it. I'm not even sure how far this even made it, but this is in like really, really good condition, which I'm kind of happy about. It's like no bends or anything in here. Gotta love that red reflecty cover. But yeah, oh good lord. Well, just take a look, people. It's even got the old school paper. Some Cenobite-ness. There's a church. So I don't know. Maybe I'll read and review this. I'm obviously going to read it. I don't know if it's worth a review. But I'll give it a try. Tristan told me not to keep my hopes up for it, though. Which I probably won't. But it's always kind of fun to look back and see some of the stuff that's been done. There's also been some other terrible titles, it looked like, that Clive Barker had done too, such as Hokum and Hex and The Adventures of the Ecto Kid. So I don't know, eventually maybe I might pick up some of those. They did have some copies at Coast City Comics, but I spent way more than I was intending to when I went there. So maybe if I come across those issues again, I'll give them a whirl. Geez, my salmon is done. I better go take it out of the oven. Hold on. One more thing. Honorable mention. I also went to another comic book store in Portland, Maine, which was also pretty cool. Casablanca Comics. And this was the one in Portland, Maine, 151 Middle Street. And I got just 2 things from there. The latest issue of Detective Comics. I looked through it, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. Apparently, there were some issues before this. It was a continuing story, so I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and read those issues to really get a grasp on what was going on there. There was some pink phosphorescent man. I don't know what was going on. Anyway. And then I also found Checker Publications, Hellraiser. See, there's that picture again. Clive Barker's Collected Best. And there's some really cool stories in here from Larry Wachowski. He's of the Matrix fame, the writer, director, the Wachowski brothers. John Bolton and Dave Dorman. And some really cool stories that I've been reading in here that I've really, really enjoyed. In particular, the one that I enjoyed a lot in here was The Blood of a Poet. I kind of like that one. And it's about a guy who's a struggling poet, struggling writer in his 20s, and he ends up staying at a place called, oh God, what is it, people? What is it? Oh my Lord. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it, but he ends up staying at like a place for poets and artists where he could stay for free, and it ends up that Philip Le Merchant was once the owner of the building, and it's a building where there was bone dust in the cement mixed with blood, and that's how they erected it. And I don't know, it was just really cool and really creepy to find out what was going to happen to him. But there were some really, really cool stories in here that I really enjoyed. I liked the story also, Cenobite, which was really neat. And I also liked, let's see, what else did I really like? I really liked the last story about the old woman and her cat murdering neighbor. She has a neighbor who murders cats. And she ends up getting visited by Pinhead, yours truly. Pinhead, and she strikes a deal a la Kirsty Cotton with Pinhead and the Cenobites. It's Of Love, Cats, and Curiosity. And I really like that one. It was written by James Moore and illustrated by Ricardo Villagran, if that means anything to anybody. And just some really cool stuff with the cats and the Cenobites. There's Pinhead coming to pay a visit. I really like the style of the artwork as well. It's kind of neat, interesting use of colors. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's the Meow Meow cat head. Meow Meow. All right, so some of the stuff that I got while in Portland, Maine, it was a very fun comic adventure. I always like to visit comic book stores when I go traveling and seeing what I can get. And I'm just going to keep on working on my Clive Barker collection. And I will be reviewing also... Oh my god, things are falling all over. I will also be reviewing and putting up reviews of the new Boom Nightbreed, Clive Barker's Nightbreed series. I already have 4 issues of it, 1 through 4. I just picked up issue 4 today. It was September 3rd, and I will be reading that. But thus far, I am pretty happy with the first 3 comics. Here they are here. There's number 2 and also number 1. And really, thus far, it's kind of explaining the origins of some of the characters that we all love and remember from Nightbreed and how they ended up in Midian. So, but I'll get a more detailed review soon. All right, dudes, that's my comic haul from Portland, Maine, Coast City Comics. Check it out. I'll have a link below to their store. And I'll keep plowing through all this stuff that I got. And hopefully in the near future, I will be having reviews coming out soon of some of this stuff. All right, people. Philly Kuts. Peace.
Am I queer? You fuck! God damn it!
Dad, you're not free. Dad, you're gonna get in an accident. You can't stop here.
I'm all fucked up! Why, I'm going crazy!